Hi, Concord here. Before we begin, I just wanted to say the following. My room acoustics and equipment will be different to yours, so the sound may differ, and sound is a personal and subjective experience. That out of the way, let us begin. Hi, I want to talk about the Scansonic L7 speakers. Before I continue, I'm just going to give you a quick brief little background about the company. Well, it came out of Rideho, and this Danish group of engineers and designers were tasked with creating a new range of high-performance speakers for Scansonic. The team were dedicated to building on all the experience and knowledge obtained from designing the Rideho speakers. The ultimate goal was to create decent and well-performing speakers at an affordable price. So today, I have the L7 ScanSonic Stand Mount bookshelf speakers. And straight away out of the box, I noticed the weight of these speakers because some bookshelf speakers can feel light and cheap, but that's not the case here. This is a two-way speaker with a 1-inch silk dome tweeter, a 6.5-inch paper sandwich construction mid-bass woofer, rear bass reflex port, and a heavily braced cabinet for reduced resonance. Designed in Scandinavia, and here in Oz it retails for $999, and in Oz it's distributed by Fundamental Audio. The speaker comes in white, black, and walnut. Today I have the walnut, which I love as it matches my HiFi stand. So how do they sound? First off, hooking them up to the Marantz, I find Marantz to be on the more musical side when it comes to amps, so I found this was a nice match with the L7s. Now the L7s were a bit of a hidden surprise when it came to the mid-range for a two-way speaker. At times it just surprised me with the tonal range that it could handle. For example, playing Queen or Chris Isaak, some speakers may not be able to support that mid-range when turned up. However, the L7 handled it quite well when turned up loud. Bass, to me, was balanced and not boomy. I wouldn't say it's a full bassy type of sound, where bass is quite dominant and overcoming the acoustics or the highs. These speakers, to me, to my ears, could slightly be on the bright side, just slightly due to that beautiful, clean, crisp highs. Playing a record, I had the Riga MK5 phono preamp connected and running an Autophon Blue, and it kind of tamed those highs. It still sounded quite nice. When hooking up a power amp, when hooked up to the Harman Kardon power amp, this took the L7 to greater heights, and those highs were even sharper and still carried that clean sound, and it did improve on the dynamic range a bit more. Being a two-way speaker, on the L7s, I found the vocals to be quite front-focused. However, as mentioned before, for a two-way speaker, the vocal range tonally really surprised me at times. So if you're hooking these speakers up to an amp around $800 to $1,500, you should get some very nice sound from them. So these speakers can hold their own for the price. Resonance is great, so little to no reverberation due to the enclosure. As mentioned before, it's one thing I noticed when I got these speakers out of the box, as the weight of these speakers were decent for a bookshelf speaker. They weren't really light and they didn't feel flimsy, so really well constructed. If you're getting into vinyl or CD and you're on a budget with your speakers, take a look at these speakers and maybe later on add a sub, because you'll have a great stereo setup. Also, the great thing about buying a decent pair of bookshelf speakers is later, if you want to get into surround sound, you can move these bookshelf speakers to the back and they can act as your surround sound speakers. And having these as your surround speakers would be very, very decent. In Oz, these speakers are available from Shelby Acoustic, so be sure to check out the description below. I'll leave a link. But look, that's it from me. Enjoy your movies, enjoy your music and your hi-fi, and thanks for watching.